Cool.
Oh, yeah, the world champion Ric Flair.
Time. Let's have some equal time out here. This, ladies and gentlemen, whether you like it or not, is what Ric Flair has done to the world of professional sports. Now, if 20 young men can take time out of their life to go out and spend some money on nice clothes and come all the way down here to Atlanta, Georgia, then you know there's got to be 20 million of them all over the country doing it. So, girls, all you out there that are hard-pressed to take off your cowboy boots and blue jeans, remember that one day in your life, you might have the good fortune of walking arm in arm, hand in hand, or in back of Slick Rick. Because I am the world champion. Now, Dusty Rhodes, today is Dusty Rhodes Day. We've been out here week in and week out, and I'm talking about the Four Horsemen, Tully Blanchard, the national heavyweight champion, Arn Anderson, the world television champion, Ric Flair, woo, if you may, the world heavyweight champion. And now, right here today, the return of Ole Anderson, the Fourth Horseman. And what I'm telling you, whether you like it or not, it's today right here, you're going to see Dusty Rhodes get beat up real bad. And you know why? Because week in and week out, the Dream has walked out here and he's threatened us. He's told us what he's going to do. And now, Dusty Rhodes, you're in it again, Daddy. You're the center of attention. You're the focal point. And Big Dust, you're going to pay the price. Now, Ric Flair, 14 great American bashes around the country. 14. And the world champion is going to wrestle the 14 top contenders in the world today. I'm talking about Philadelphia. I'm talking about Memphis. I'm talking about RFK. I'm talking about DC, Charlotte. I'm talking about the Great American Bash. And for anybody out there that doesn't know what big time sports is all about, you buy yourself a ticket, because there's not a football game, basketball game, soccer game. There's nothing can follow the National Wrestling Alliance, especially when Ric Flair's name is on the top of the marquee. So Dusty Rhodes, Ricky Morton, you understand? Wahoo McDaniels, Ronnie Garvin, Nikita Koloff, Road Warrior Hawk and Animal. My last words to you are, grab your best hold. Tony, check out that Rolex, Daddy. I got things to do. Woo!
Heavyweight champion of the world, Nature Boy Ric Flair. Let's go back to the ring.
He was on a roll today.
The fans are really responding. Those guys are dressed up, helping things. But I'm just wondering if maybe the fans are louder. Maybe we're tracking the fans even more because they sound loud and explosive.
I think it's those dudes. You know, lately we've seen a lot of kids in the crowd.
Yeah.
And today it's, a handful of dressed up dudes.
Right.
What'd you think when you showed up to TV that day and you see all these kids in the front row, suited and booted?
I thought it was pretty fucking cool.
It is cool.
Yeah. And also it's kind of like the sign era before the sign era. I mean, there was a lot of signs in there, and I loved it. We would a couple of things would happen. I don't think I've ever shared this with you. Maybe I have. David and I would go out, and David would do the talking, and we would walk around the front side of the ring, and David would tell the fans who would be coming up, so they would know.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I would stand there with him, say a few things, but mostly David always did that. All studio shows. I can remember as a fan going to a studio show, and this is back when I was trying to get a job with him, working for Francis. They taped at, I think, Channel 36 in Charlotte, and David would go out and he would have his format with him, and he would tell the fans just who's coming up. And then after you do that, Tommy Edwards, who was our director, would get on the PA and talk to the fans. He'd go, "Hey, how y'all doing?